King's Crossing. This would be Season 1, Episode 35, I believe. So, we're plugging along. In today's episode, we're going to be following along with Grunkle and Torvekek. Wilfer is unavailable, so, once again, Wilfer is going to be vanishing into the unknown. But with Grunkle and Torvekek, we're going to do a real quick recap here. You guys just finished up the Battle of the Blights, where Grunkle ended up falling in combat to being unconscious, and then regain consciousness to pop up and decimate everything in front of him. Torvekek fought to the bitter end, clearing out as many as he could before finally falling to dragon bile and blight attacks. But basically the fight ended when Grunkle picked up Torvekek's lifeless corpse, ran into Hobbs Lodge, surrounded by allies such as Wilfer and the Watchman named Tony, dropped Torvekek's body on a table, pleading Bjorn to save Bjorn, being a bear herbalist who mixes like concoctions in mortar and pestle, begged him to revive his dead friend.
Use ginseng.
Yeah. Nutmeg or something, right?
Nutmeg and cardamom.
Yep. As Torvekek lied lifeless on the table, in came Adarag and Nimwort. And if I remember right, Nimwort basically went over and passed out next to Wilfer, Watchman Tony, and I think that was it. Yeah, and then Dead Granny. Yep, Dead Granny Evelyn. And then Adarag and Grunkle got to have a little bit of conversation before Grunkle slipped away into a sleep.
At a table? Like in the bar? Like we were sat at the table, and then after our conversation, Grunkle just kind of...
Yeah, basically. Just collapsed from injuries and exhaustion. So that's about where we left off. Now, a period of time is going to pass. The question is, will any of, basically, a day goes by, another day goes by, and Grunkle doesn't wake up, and Torvekek's dead. Does anyone do anything about Grunkle? So, without any allies here to speak for themselves, I'm going to ask Grunkle. I gave you an option in Discord when we were talking about this and discussing your options. You have two options. And I'm actually going to double check this. I'm going to open up your character sheet, look at your afflictions. You have the cerebral contusion, which says, until fully recuperated, which it takes 14 days, you remain unconscious. You must undergo a successful surgery or suffer the consequences. Once a cerebral contusion has undergone a failed surgery, you gain the Dunderhead drawback. If you already have this drawback, you permanently lose 9% intelligence. Oh, okay, so you won't get 9% intelligence loss. You would just gain the Dunderhead drawback, which isn't much better.
Yeah, that's actually quite a bit worse.
But what I'm seeing is you must undergo a successful surgery or suffer the consequences. I think suffering the consequences is being out for 14 days. So you could get surgery or be out for 14 days. Now I'm going to ask Grunkle. There is someone in town who could perform the surgery. Someone you've spoken with prior. My question is do you want me to roll to see how the surgery goes and have her come do the surgery? Or do you want to be in a coma for 2 weeks?
I think that the most likely scenario is that Bjorn, an herbalist, is probably over his head in this, but he probably puts Grunkle's body on the floor for monitoring, because Grunkle's not dead, but he's not waking up. Mm-hmm. So he probably does. There's probably no surgery. It's probably 2 weeks of him being like, I wonder if this tea leaf will wake him up. No, it has not.
So Bjorn is not going to fetch the healer.
I imagine. Does he have a relationship with Jess?
I can roll for it.
I mean, my preference is 2 weeks sounds better than a risk of a Dunderhead affliction, which I think makes it so every intelligence-based skill gets flipped to fail.
You do have fortune points you could use to help ensure the surgery is successful. And if I remember right, Jess's heal. Jess's heal is trained. For some reason, it's showing it's not. Actually, she has nothing trained, but that's not true. She should be trained. So I will correct that real quick. But she does have heal trained, so it's up to you.
I feel like saying "fuck it," what's the worst that could happen, and then immediately I see critical fail.
That would be the worst that could happen, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather just do it 2 weeks of Grunkle is apparently out, but not waking up for some reason.
Okay. So Grunkle remains unconscious for the following 2 weeks. Now, this is basically 2 weeks of time is going to pass by. Torvekek's dead. And Grunkle's unconscious in Hobbs Lodge. 2 weeks of time pass by. During this time, people come and go, and very clearly Nimwort and Adarad get up and leave and basically don't come back. So during this time, we're going to get into what happens to them in their current mental states. So, who would like to go first?
You mean, like... I don't know what you mean by mental state, because Torvekek's dead.
Yeah, but you're in hell, and I'm in a coma of torture, so it's, do we want Hellraiser, or do we want Hellraiser 2?
Nice.
Is Torvekek just gonna go doom on hell?
I think it'd be more interesting to see what happens to Torvekek first, but that's just because he's been dead for a while, and I feel like he should have an opportunity to RP a little bit. But I'm happy to go first if you don't want to, Torv.
I mean, I'm dead. I don't know what you expect me to RP, you know?
I expect you to RP your suffering on the inside. Okay, I'll go.
Okay. Grunkle. You're unconscious, you're in the black. There's nothing there. And then
peaceful?
That's up to you. I'll allow you to roll a resolve, and we'll see if you're enjoying or suffering in the dark.
I'm inclined to think that it's suffering. But there's a 42% chance I have some peace on the inside.
Hey, you have some peace on the inside with an 18. You're sat in the dark. And in the distance, you see a small flicker of light spark up. It doesn't look like a beam of light. It looks like almost like a little fire flame.
I'll wave at it.
It continues to flicker as firelight does in the distance.
I'm seated, but can I move towards it?
You try, and your body just kind of like becomes closer. It's not like you're walking. It's just kind of like you're moving closer to it. Oh, almost like a float. And you approach, and you see it's a small campfire. It's just made, and it's creating the smallest little din of light around it. And sat next to that din, you see a familiar blue humanoid shape of
I know so many different blue people, but is it Gorthak the Unyielding?
Gorthak the Unyielding. You should see that on your screen. You see the familiar shape of Gorthak the Unyielding, sat by the fire. He doesn't look up.
I'll greet him as I float approach.
Poking it with a stick.
I'll say, greetings, Gorthak. May I join your fire?
Sit, Pop.
Yes, sir. Oh, done, sir.
You kind of move and just kind of lower your body where you're next to the fire. Like, so, how does it feel?
How does it feel to what?
This.
Well, I feel at peace. Something I never really felt being at any point in life. Life has always been chaos and fighting and bloodshed, but now this is nothing but nice fire and friend.
Interesting. Well, he kind of looks and he kind of gestures to you and he goes, "Seems you're not dead yet." And you kind of look and you don't have a body. There's nothing there. It's like in a video game where you look down and there's just nothing there.
Oh no!
He's like, "If you were dead, your body would be here."
But I did what I was supposed to. I fought off the invaders. I killed their unknown leader monster. I didn't handle the mother, but when Torvekek is Torvekek here?
Who's that?
He's my friend. One of the few people I've ever met who accepted me immediately. He's brave, powerful. He killed you.
Oh. Brave. Sure. He is not.
I'm sorry.
He's not. The sword seeks him, but he seems to be avoiding it.
Avoiding it because I brought him to be saved by Bjorn, the great healer. I begged him to save him. He did save him then.
Doubt it. Sword still seeks him. I can feel him.
Oh. Is there a way to make that not happen?
Suppose that's up to him. If he's not here, but he's definitely still out there, seems he might still be fighting.
Yeah, that's the Torvekek I know. Always fighting. Sometimes singing.
So what's that leave you? You're here, not here. So you're not dead. So why are you here?
Well,
Just want to sleep. Weak
I
pup needs nap.
No, that's not the truth. I think perhaps my friends gave me too many drugs. I took a pretty bad blow to my shoulder, and your sword kept me going. It would have broken normally, but it held up against the damage, and I let the attack slip past me. A needle blight thing, you know.
Of course I
couldn't block it.
You can't break me.
You are unyielding. But then a dragon bit me on the head, I think, and I woke up and I felt just rage. So much rage that all I could do was keep moving, keep hitting, trying to destroy everything so that the town would live. I couldn't let them kill them, and yet I still failed, Gorthak. I still failed. I did my best. I destroyed everything I could, and Granny Evelyn is...
I don't know who that is.
She gave me a crown. I kind of felt like I had a purpose. She grows flowers, something beautiful, frowned on by the Rakar. I just thought maybe I found my place, and somebody who I could help with my strength.
So, Grunkle, you're a failure. When you
That's why they call me Grunkle.
When you wake up, you mind give me to someone fucking worthwhile.
Like who?
Someone who's not a bitch.
Grunkle's not a bitch.
Prove it. You just said you failed and you're giving up, and oh, boo-hoo, sad as Grunkle.
If Grunkle gave up every time he failed, he wouldn't be here now, trying to help this town. Grunkle is the one who deserves his sword. Big arms.
Is he?
Big heart.
Oh, Grunkle deserves it now, does he?
Yes,
And
Grunkle deserves to take this.
What have you done to prove that? You're
I
taking a
destroyed
nap
all of
laying
the
here with me.
Blights. I destroyed all of the Blights. I swept
you
the
feel
sword.
all
Nobody.
safe and secure in your little napland, huh?
How do I wake up, Gorthak?
I might let you wake up. For some reason, you went unconscious, and your consciousness slipped in here with me. It's not where you belong, obviously. So I'm gonna assume you want out.
Yes. I want to taste the gamble of life once more. I need to save Arwen's rest.
I don't know if you're worth it, though. I think you're gonna need to prove it.
I'm but ahead right now, so I'm not really sure how to prove it.
You're not ahead, neither. You're literally just... presence. Here.
Oh.
If you were dead, you might be here. But, assuming I haven't claimed you yet, that would be a good thing. It'd be pretty embarrassing for your own sword to take your life.
that would be pretty. Got a point there, Gorthak.
So, what is it you want to go back so bad for, Grunkle? What's out there for you?
There may be people dead, but
Dead
there are people still alive too.
Oh, the live people is what you want to go back to.
I want to go back for both. I feel that the people who have died need to be avenged. Whatever caused this, the mother or monsters or just something that deserves to be put down, I need to go back and avenge the dead and save those still living. And Torvekek needs me too. If he's alive, I guess. But this town accepted me, an ogre. I must go back and return the favor of acceptance, I guess. I need to be able to taste beer at Hobbs Lodge again after a successful mission with everybody still alive.
So, prove it. You want out? Get out, pup.
I'm going to... I know I don't have a body, but I want to use my mental background in the military. I want to step forward and scream, or more of roar, not scream, like an intimidate check perhaps, but not towards him. Just me kind of roaring towards the fire and reality, trying to.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Let's get a roar, or roll, and a roar.
Rawr. No, that's. It's just kind of a building, Grunkle starts out with, I want to live! And,
Okay. You see the fire kind of sparks, but nothing, and he goes, I thought you wanted out, pup.
I do want out.
Prove it. You want out of the sword is me. You go through me, then I might believe you.
I turn to him with a look of confusion in my eyes. And you want me to go through you?
You want out? Show me.
I'm sorry, Gorthak, but I guess I have to swing at you again.
He doesn't move, still sat by the fire.
And I'm going to charge forward and lunge into him, like, fist first, I guess?
Okay.
No.
All right.
I'm going to try and use Intimidate, but against him. And what I want to do is I want to put my hand on his chest as if I'm bigger than him. Like, and do like a puh. And if I sink in, then
So this is going to be an Intimidate check. Yeah?
yeah, like a battle of... Maybe Resolve... No, Resolve wouldn't make sense. I don't know what I'm doing!
I don't know what I'm doing. How'd that go? Okay,
39 out of 49.
Describe for me again what you do.
I approach and I try to assert my willpower and presence against him. Like, I know he's towering as well, but I'll put my hand on his chest and just be like, I want to live! And push against him. In the thought that either defying him will get me through this, or I will sink into him and use him as a portal to go through into life. I'm not really sure which one it is, but that's...
Go into your trappings. Go into your trappings and roll barehanded for me. Okay. I'm gonna allow you a free reroll because should have given you a bonus, but I'll give you a free reroll.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that. What just happened? Oh, there you go.
I clicked the button.
Yep,
there we go. 54, 57.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go and you hit him, and what you see is he now wields the claymore, and he brings the claymore in front of you. Between you and him, just from his seated position, all of a sudden he rises, pulls this claymore out, brings it between you two, and your hand goes straight through it, smashing the claymore in half. And Grunkle wakes up on the floor of Hobbs Lodge with the new ability it's called Overwhelming Force.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yep.
Sorry, yes.
And then, so of your, I will update this now. Of your, is this gonna do something to my game? Shit, hang on. It might fuck something up here. Let's see. Nope. Okay, sweet. So I've given you the extra 200 reward points you should have. You can, apply Overwhelming Force as one of your perks. What is the other perk you were wanting to get?
Or
not perk, I guess, but advancement.
Yeah, I definitely wanted Overwhelming Force, which... Oh my god, so excited to use that. Well, in the rare chance that I get a critical success in a combat move, that's going to be so awesome. Do you want me to explain what it does for people?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So... I didn't pick this initially because you need a two-handed weapon, and I haven't had a two-handed weapon for a while, so I finally got this sword, two-handed weapon, and as a berserker, I have the talent that I can purchase called Overwhelming Force. So when I get a critical success with a two-handed weapon, I get my choice of inflicting ruin on the target's weapon, shield, or armor. And I love that it says your choice in parentheses, because I can just say, I want your armor to be gone because your weapon's garbage. Or I want to say your weapon because you have a freaky weapon that I don't like.
Mm.
So in the instance where I get a critical, I do a lot better. I feel like since I failed my Intimidates, I was going to go maybe Intimidate with that, but I feel like Guile is more correct. Grunkle's trying to figure out how things work, be more crafty, underhanded. So I'm going to take Guile as a skill rank advancement. This is the mudslinging in combat too.
Mm-hmm. A big one, yep. Okay. We're going to jump over to Torvekek. Torvekek, you find yourself on the streets of Arwen's Rest. You see the ruined buildings around you are half ruined buildings and half this like ghostly stone that it makes up the rest of the building. The part that was missing. Right? So what was missing is now there, but it's still made up of like this ghostly stone that only you can see. And so you're on the streets of Arwen's Rest. You can see half the town remaining, and then the missing half of the town made up of this ghostly remnant. And what you see as you look around, the streets are empty. And at the far end of the street, you see a shadowy figure that has been spotted once before, I believe, by Grunkle. It stands at the edge of the road, just standing there, seemingly looking in your direction. What do you do?
It certainly wasn't what I thought a dwarven afterlife would look like. I haven't seen her before, right? Just Grunkle?
I believe so.
Okay. Do I still have my axe? Like, a ghostly representation of my axe? No?
No.
Do I have my crossbow?
No.
Do I have the knife in my boot?
Nope.
Do I have my armor?
Nope.
Do I have clothes at all?
Yes. You're just there in your clothes.
Okay. I guess I'm walking towards her. There's nothing else to do.
Okay. As you walk towards, the figure shifts. Not really walking, but shifts off down a side street.
If we're going to be like that, I'm not going to follow. I am not in the mood. Dying in battle is all good and all, but dying in battle because the ogre dragged you into it without completing what I was trying to do, that's... Yes. No, I'm not doing that ghostly figure thing.
What do? You've got the streets of Arwen's Rest. You've got a light kind of over this figure thing that shifts off down a side street.
Are the houses open?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Not even the ones that are half burnt down?
No, they've got like ghostly remains of doors and everything, like windows and everything.
That's weird. And I don't have anything on me at all?
No. Clothes on your back.
Can I see the castle from here?
No. Well, maybe like in the distance. On a hill.
Does it have like ghostly
you'd see the
remains
fort.
like it's built up?
Yep.
That might be interesting. If you're not going to say anything and just be mysteriously mysterious and walk that way, I'm going to go this way and check out the castle, what it used to look like. You know, or you could come talk to me and tell me what the hell you want. It's up to you.
What you do notice is where the figure was that shifted down a back street. You turn and there's kind of darkness behind you, and then the fort in the distance up on the hill. Shadow remains, big fort. But otherwise, what would you like to do?
So, is what you're saying is that she's got light around her and outside of that light is nothing but darkness?
Darker.
Darker.
Yeah.
So, she doesn't say anything to what I've said.
No, the figure shifted off down a side street. It's not in front of you anymore.
I will follow you once, but if you shift off again, I am not doing it anymore. He just goes that direction, I guess.
Okay. You walk down and you turn, and there's a building. The figure's not even there. There's a building at the end with an open door. It's like a back alley.
So it's a back alley with a building that has a door open.
Yeah, at the end. Kind of at the end of the alley facing you.
To go into the light or not to go into the light? This is the question. Can I poke the darkness behind me and see if it hurts me?
It doesn't. I'll give you this. Roll a resolve. We'll see what it feels like.
Some people like the darkness.
Grunkle liked it.
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see.
There it is.
As you turn and like kind of take some steps towards the castle, like down back down the alley towards that direction, it gets even darker, and you almost feel like a rest, like a weight lifted off your shoulders.
Well, this is weird. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Ah, screw it. Turns around and walks towards the door.
Okay. You enter the house?
I guess might as well.
Okay. You take your step through the house, through the entrance, and the door shuts behind you. Room is dark. And just like that, a light kind of illuminates, like almost like a flickering light, but no flames. And under this light, middle of the room, it's a cylinder room, circular room. Middle of the room, there's a mirror. Seems to be facing away from you.
Okay. That's it?
That's it. There's nothing else in the room.
Can I, like, investigate the room, I guess? Make sure?
Yeah, you could roll an awareness check for me.
This is like the vaguest. Hey, 21, that's not bad.
Yeah, looking around, you see no light source, but there's definitely like a weird, like, light, like a yellow light, not like a firelight, but a weird, like, yellow light kind of glow, flickering like it was firelight, but no source of this. You see a completely circular room, no windows. There's the one door that you came through that's now shut, and there's a mirror that's like a full-length mirror, like body-length mirror. It's at an angle with like a stand behind it, and it's facing away from you. Like, you would have to, if there's the door behind you, the mirror in front of you, the mirror is facing the opposite direction.
Hello? Anyone in here? Perhaps a man wearing a turban with an evil monster on the back of his head?
I haven't watched Harry Potter, but I'm pretty sure that's a reference to it.
I was just about to say, Raph doesn't know Harry Potter. He's not gonna get it.
He got it as a Harry Potter reference. Yeah, I mean, it's close enough, right?
I have a feeling that's the only thing I know of that had like a turban guy with a face or something.
That was good. Good on you, Raph. You succeeded at your common knowledge check.
Your pop culture check you have passed.
So what does Torvy do?
Well, he asked the room this, and if nobody answers, guess he's gonna kind of poke his head around the mirror to make sure there's not gonna be something jumping out to eat him.
As you poke your head around the mirror, you see you poke your head around the mirror.
Hello?
The figure in the mirror responds hello.
Like, can I hear another voice? Or
No,
is it just
it mouths the words at the same time you do.
Okay. I just walk fully in front of the mirror then.
The figure,
Okay.
you walk fully in front of the mirror.
Wait, can I ask really quick? Fred, what is Torvekek's morality scale? Like, Grunkle has heroism, martyrdom. What is yours?
Let me double check, because I've been meaning to do that and just haven't done it, and it bothers me.
I thought you had one.
He does.
Do I have one?
I'm pretty sure you do. It should be like if you open up your character sheet, there's like your name and then your like character stats, and below that should be a thing that's like a green bar that's your catchphrase, and then below that is corruption, bordered by 2 things that are your ideals.
The serpent is in the garden is what the catchphrase is.
The fuck? Okay, that's. What about the things that are below? Because mine says heroism, corruption, martyrdom.
Adaptability and mayhem.
Okay, I thought that might be a clue here to your situation with the mirror, but
If I was going full mayhem, I would have smashed the mirror.
yeah, and something about a serpent in a garden, like what is?
It means things may look like they're at peace and beautiful, but there's always something there willing to bite you.
Oh, is that what that means?
That's what it means to me.
That makes sense. I didn't think about it that way. Is there's danger in safety? Huh. Mine is do not push for more, as you will get it.
Mine's more of don't get complacent.
And you're complete. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Wrath. I was just really curious if that was a thing that might help Torvi here.
You stand in front of the mirror. Your reflection looks back at you.
So, how are you doing?
It mimics you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is there a coconut around here I can name Wilson or something?
It also looks around on the ground.
I'm gonna poke it.
It pokes you back.
Like, mirror-wise poke it?
Does the dwarf in the mirror know how to read?
I didn't mean for it to, like, focus in on my character there.
It doesn't. That's only you.
It did.
Oh, I have mine turned off, so it doesn't do that.
Oh, sorry.
So it just feels like a mirror, right?
Yeah. You can roll a scrutinize check if you don't trust the mirror.
Now, I don't trust anything. Did you not hear my catchphrase?
The mirror turns into a snake. Oh.
What was it again? Scrutinize.
Scrutinize. Okay.
I know nothing. I know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, I know that. I know that reference. Let's see, what else could you check? You could do.
I'm in a blank room with a mirror. That's not.
What are you trained in? Like, when you go to your attributes page, what has +10 next to it?
Martial melee, simple melee, leadership, toughness, and warfare. Do you want me to go to war with the mirror?
You could try leadership. It might be like a hard metaphor kind of thing, where like the dwarf in the mirror is yourself, but you need to lead yourself back to life, and your conviction is not standing. I'm not helping. I'm sorry.
So, are you pissed as I am? Because I'm pretty pissed, even if I, seem kind of calm. I really, really want to punch something. Maybe that glowing woman will come back and I can punch her. No? Nothing? Okay.
Your reflection looks confused.
You could punch the mirror? You said mayhem.
Wait,
that is part of who you are.
You said the mirror, the reflection looks confused?
Yeah.
Well, you look confused.
I'm just gonna sit down and stare at the mirror.
The mirror stares back.
This is, I guess this is purgatory rather than heaven or hell. Although I was kind of hoping even purgatory would have more than just me in a room staring at the mirror. wonder if you would get 7 years bad luck for smashing a mirror in the afterlife. What do you think, other me?
It mimics you.
That's what I thought. Glowing woman, glad to be here. Are you around, or are you just going to leave me staring at myself? No? Okay. Yeah, I guess we might as well go back to Grunkle.
No, this is about right.
Okay.
Torvekek's losing himself in the afterlife. Going insane
It's-
in purgatory.
It's a blank room with a mirror, man. I don't know what you want from me.
I would assume it's probably a puzzle, but you're handling it how you handle it, and that is reflective of how Torvekek handles the afterlife.
If it's
He
a
might
puzzle,
be going insane. He's talking to himself. You know,
there could not be a worse person to give a puzzle to.
Oh no, it's me. I'm the worst person. I mean, I'm over here trying to think of what you could do as well.
There's nothing I can do.
I'm allowing
Well,
you
we've
to
gone-
struggle and suffer because this is, like I said, reflective of your life in the afterlife. You know, what you're dealing with.
We went through what you're good at already, and none of those skills are terribly helpful here.
None of those
Maybe there's
skills-
maybe there's something untrained we could use. Like I don't know. My thought here is maybe your resolve skill, your raw willpower you could try and use against this, but I'm not really sure how.
Okay, so Torvekek isn't really. So his willpower is not really the strongest right now because
Yeah, but you
Most
you
of-
have better
most of
numbers
his-
than Grunkle. So
most of his inner effort is focused on being pissed at what happened to him. Even
what
if
is
he's
your
not
willpower? Like what's your actual willpower at? Because I remember
42.
in character creation, you got way better rolls than me.
trying. 42 is his willpower.
Okay, we have the same willpower. But that doesn't change anything.
So he's not going to smash the mirror because he'd rather not have broken hands for the rest of the afterlife. He doesn't have any of his gear.
You've got clothes on your back. You could wrap your hands.
That's a good
yeah,
point.
but then the clothes will get scraped to pieces.
I'm not giving you any answers. I'm just
Oh, I'm
thinking.
aware.
Yeah.
That's why I'm spitballing with you.
I'm
You have
aware.
toughness trained?
No.
You don't have toughness trained?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, yes.
I thought you said you had it
I was
earlier.
gonna say. I
Yeah,
thought he did.
I do have toughness.
Okay, I don't. Well, that would still probably be a simple melee check to punch the mirror, but yeah, there's not really a way to leverage toughness except for something to be inflicted on you.
So I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
If there's ever a place that somebody would show up, it'd be here. Well, would Inibra even answer? Because Torvekek's not exactly a... He likes his
goddess-
drink, but it's not really something he's...
You did promise Absalon, the priestess of Inibria, the drink party.
Mhm. Obviously, that's not going to happen now. He's dead. So, I mean...
There is
The
that.
goddess like resurrects you, like you promised my girl a party.
You promised.
Wake up, and you're like, I have to throw a party or I'm gonna die.
He's already asked for that one goddess in the woods to come talk to him, and she's not answered.
She got a like spear ram through her. In her defense, really.
Well, it's the same one that led me here. Is the same person.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it's the goddess you saw. You're the only one that saw her.
Was it that one that was speared that I saw, Wrath?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
There
I thought it
was-
a different shadowy figure that I saw.
Didn't you see the shadowy figure in town that shifted away from you.
Yeah, but I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was the same as the woods lady who got
No, the
speared.
woods lady
Oh,
was a like fairy-like blurred image that phased in and out of reality.
Yeah, Grunkle likes fairies.
All right, I guess I'm gonna try and, even though I don't know the name of that goddess or god or whatever, I'm gonna try the
Inebria.
nature person that I accidentally put an axe through their stump.
Oh.
Okay.
If you can hear me, I'd much appreciate if you could give me a sign, answer, or something, just to know that I'm not going to be. That at least something I tried to make up for in my life did not go to waste. If you could do something, anybody, please. Right, why would that work?
Your reflection shrugs.
I mean, you can roll incantation, but it's a flip to fail if it's untrained. Would that not be the equivalent of trying to prey on a whim?
Incantation is to cast magic.
Okay, sorry. I was going through a lot of the professions.
Dwarves are not big fans of magic, so.
But it seemed like incantation is the sort of thing where if it's casting arcane magic, but the divine casters also have that as their way of like praying to their gods, and so that's why I was like, would that? Because I don't see any other skill.
Yeah, I don't see another skill that would cover it. Yeah, so I would give it. It would have to be that. Yeah.
And flip to fail is kind of shit.
It's been done.
Wait, didn't I do that?
Yeah.
No shit.
So, do you have any answers for me, reflection? Or are you going to sit there and give me non-answers all day?
Shrugs again. I don't. I don't know.
Yeah, makes sense. So, what are you here for? Just to be a Wilson, or can you give me sign language or something? Yeah, didn't figure so.
It is still mimicking him, like, exactly, right?
No, it's not.
I was mostly hoping Wrath would confirm that.
I've dropped a lot of clues. Let's just say that.
Is the mirrored image like actually like being like, I don't know what to do to help you?
I've said it's shrugged and then it shrugged again and it looked confused and I kept saying that this situation is reflective was the word choice I used of your current situation.
Oh my god. Okay, is there anything you can give to help your reflection in his room?
No, it's a blank room with nothing in it.
Yeah.
Is there nothing in the room?
There's the light, but I can't touch it because it's all the way up there. And I failed my skill check to see if there was anything I could do, so meh.
Is there a table in front of you? I feel like Wrath said there was a table. No, there's no table.
Just the mirror and the light that I can't see.
How did you get in the room?
Is there a door in the other room?
Not currently, but if you remember, the mirror's facing away from the door.
Move the mirror! Move the mirror! Move the mirror! Move the mirror! That's what he wants you to do! Oh my god! Sorry, I'll shut up.
I'm down, Pickle.
I love puzzles.
I hate them.
I hate puzzles so much, but this is the feeling like when you finally get it. When you finally think you get it, that's sorry.
What does Torvekek do?
Torvekek still doesn't know though. Because I'm trying to think from Torvekek's point of view, even if it is really annoying for you, Wrath, because we figured it out. but there's nothing for Torvekek to have figured it out because he doesn't have anybody to bounce stuff off of.
You have yourself.
Yes, but I'm trying to keep the foreknowledge away. No matter how annoying that is. And I'm sorry.
mean, to an extent, but I mean, you just realized. I mean, what is there in the room that you could use?
The door. That's it.
Okay. So, try that.
Okay, I'll turn the mirror around then.
Okay.
Let's see if you can get a door.
You see
and
the
if I get
reflection
a door.
helps turn the mirror, and you see there's a door behind it.
Okay. If I go out that door, are you going to go out that door? Stupid question, sorry. Turns around and goes towards the door.
You'll turn around and head towards the door. You can't see the mirror at this point, so. What do you do?
Gotta see if the knob will turn.
It does not.
Ah, fuck. And I can't go through the mirror because I've already tried that.
Yep, you poked your reflection on the other side.
I asked this question if I felt the mirror or something else, and you didn't answer me.
I said it poked you back.
Yes, and I asked a clarification, and you didn't answer. Alright. I'm gonna go through the mirror.
Okay, you walk over and you walk into your reflection.
Okay.
See, it kind of is like, what the hell, man?
You didn't open your door. What are you doing?
He kind of looks down at your hands and then looks back up, like shrugs again.
I tried to open my door. Will your door open?
Say that one more time. You tried to open your door. Will your door open?
Yes.
It doesn't seem like it can answer you.
It can't answer. Okay.
Is-
Gotta go back to the door. Look over my shoulder. At the mirror.
You see it standing in front of the mirror, staring at you.
I'm gonna drag the mirror to my door.
It drags the mirror over to its door.
Can you open it? I'm gonna try and open my door.
It just shakes its head.
What?
It shakes its head, but can Torvekek open his door?
No, I've already tried this. It won't open.
Gorthak tried to open his door. It did not open.
And I can't open its door because, you know,
Can you ask it if it knows how to open the door?
I've asked if it could open its door.
It
Doesn't know
at,
how, though.
It looked at his hand and then looked back at him.
Do I have to open your door? Is that how this works?
Did you open its door?
Okay, just so you know, you're already making me more angry than I already was. Tries to open the door in the mirror.
You both go up to the mirror and you reach over and open each other's doors. Your door opens.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Alright.
The thing turns around, looks back at its door, and looks back at you. Like, oh shit!
I know, right? It's weird. Alright. So, now the other question. Do I have to go through your door or... Good. I'm just going to go through my door.
So, you turn around and head out your door?
Yeah.
It turns around and heads out its door. And as you step out of the room, you see a room next to you. Like a building. Your building's here, another building next to you, and you step out, and another you steps out. And all of a sudden, you're standing there, and your body just like falls forward, and up from the table, Torvekek.
Oh!
Skin just bleached white, scars still across him, looks literally like a dead man, just rising. You hear as Bjorn falls over, his pottery mortar and pestle just shatters on the floor as Torvekek, a dead man, and then Grunkle, a 2 week asleep man. You both just wake up. Bjorn's like, What?
Oh, what a nice sleep.
What?
Hey, Torvy.
Fuck you, Grunkle.
I don't know why you'd say that. I think about you to safety.
What you guys
I
see in the room, you see Grunkle laying on the floor, kind of stretching and yawning. You see Bjorn collecting himself and kind of scraping up his pottery sets and looking at the two of you like, what the hell? You see that a lot of the room has been cleared. The dead bodies are out and gone. Some time has definitely passed since you guys fell asleep here, quote unquote. Well, since Grunkle did. You see, that's about the extent of what you see here. The only difference is Torvekek, you see, a shadowy version of yourself, sitting at one of the tables, eating.
Oh, this is gonna be weird.
I
Hey!
love that.
You, he pokes at the shadow. Get over here.
It just keeps eating.
Ay, shit.
Can I looking at Torvekek, remembering what has been told to me, and also my last memories of him. And 2 weeks, Grunkle says, Torvy, maybe we get food. Food, hunger, thirst. Hunger, thirst. I point to the bar, and I'm gonna get up and like try and help him off the table while I do that. He looks dead to me.
Say again?
Do you get off the table?
No, because my ribs are still broken. I can feel them.
Actually, I don't believe they are. It's been 2 weeks. Your affliction lasts 14 days, so...
Would I have healed while I was dead, though?
You seem to have healed.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Weird shit.
I'll reach out my hand to help you.
I guess I can.
As you get off the table, you see the one of you eating, the image of you eating, gets off the table.
I slapped Grunkle's hand away.
Oh.
Grunkle.
As you slap Grunkle's hand away, the other you kind of, you see it tense up, kind of looking at Grunkle, and then looking at you like, we about to fuck this guy up?
Grunkle, remember what I told you when we first met?
Yeah, that you love me and accept me, and you think that we should go clean out the swamp muck. Yeah.
That if you got me killed, I was going to haunt you.
Yeah. Grunkle, no. But I didn't think I'd lead to your death. I thought that and I brought you here to save you. Bjorn is a miracle worker. I'll gesture over to him. Thank you.
Holding his
Thank you
stuff.
for saving Torvekek. You brought him back from the dead. Or near death.
I did not touch the dead.
Here is Bjorn. Healer. Grunkle holds up an imaginary mug, of course. Because he doesn't have one. Grunkle really thirsty and hungry. Could we get some food?
He kind of looks around and he goes, no one's cooked here for weeks.
So what exactly is the situation then? And where is my axe?
It's in the door.
I believe it's in the door, yeah. I think it's
Nobody's
wedged in the
moved it?
door. Yeah. Probably not, no.
He goes over, yanks his axe out of the door.
As you equip your axe, you see the other you kind of grabs an axe off his back, pulls it out, kind of spins it around, weighs it, re-equips it.
Is this gonna be a constant thing?
I fucking love it.
I'm gonna walk over to my shadow self and kind of clasp forearms with him if I can.
Grunkle, what this looks like to you is he's walked over to literally his shadow on the wall and just locked arms with his shadow.
As a player, this is so cool. I absolutely love this. As a Grunkle, intelligence below 40%. Grunkle's still very hungry, seeing things. Dwarf seems funny. He probably hungry too.
The other shadow locks arms with you and just kind of nods. It's like waiting. Like, what now?
I gotta let go and turn around back towards everybody else. Alright. So what needs to be done? He's like completely ignoring Grunkle right now.
It's just Bjorn in there. Bjorn's like, what needs to be... Are you okay?
I've been better, but it appears news of my death was greatly exaggerated.
You were very dead.
I'm aware.
I see. The town is recovering as best it can. Our leadership seems to be snuffed out.
Where's welfare?
He walked out of town some days ago.
What the fuck,
Of course. Okay.
Why would Welfare walk out? He loves us.
When neither of you seem to be returning, I suppose your party disbanded.
Alright. I have some bones to pick with some people, so I guess I'll go do that. Then figure out what I need to do, and then I'll be moving on.
Are you not to rush the dead? He's still very confused and like keeping his distance from you two, but he's like, are you two still planning to stop the corruption?
Fuck yeah! Grunkle says in the background.
When he says corruption, you see his eyes kind of like twitch, like, maybe this is the corruption's work? Like, are you guys both corrupted? Like...
Is there anyone left in town to guard it?
The only guardsman, a Tony, I believe.
Yeah, Tony, yeah!
He seemed less than prepared. The little ones have also gone missing.
Of course, why not? It's not like we tried to fight a single-handed battle 2 weeks ago. You know, one of us died, the other one died, and came back to life and was unconscious for a while.
As I
So
said, with you two dead, hope went with it.
That's why I brought Torvekek back to you, because if he dies, that's like the majority of what you just said there, is hope dies with him. Grunkle just Grunkle. But Torvekek is king.
You went to the spirit realm to get his dead body. Is that... You see,
No.
this is like the fastest Bjorn's ever talked. He's like, you can do that.
Grunkle was not in the spirit realm. There was
No, I was in spirit realm. Grunkle was in
Not
spirit
with me,
realm.
you weren't.
Yeah, well, it's a different spirit realm, but Grunkle still have his own spiritual experience.
Not to confuse the
Grunkle
players.
is getting really hungry right now.
Grunkle was in his sword. Definitely not the spirit realm.
Grunkle doesn't have the skill to know that.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
God damn, that was a puzzle. The mirror there.
There's a door, a light source, and showing the mirror.
It's a genius puzzle. It's just, I think I just ranted about how it's like so beyond my intelligence
So simple.
level.
I can't open my door. Turn the mirror. Oh, hey, look, another door.
It's so simple, and that's what's infuriating. I think actually, Fred, you said that.
it was so simple. It was so simple that there was no clues pointing to it.
Nope.
Without
It's an
explaining a little
experimentation
bit.
puzzle
Yeah.
where you
And
have
it's-
to just do things and do the I use hand on mirror.
Yeah.
I move.
The reason
here,
why I
and-
wasn't giving you anything is because you're dead. You're spiraling. You're in this other realm. Like you.
Oh, yeah, I
I
have no
wanted to
problem.
see it. Yeah.
I have no problem with you not giving me any hands because he's dead and he's not in the best headspace,
Mhm.
anything like that. So
It was
Him
allowing you to like role play without having to make it up. Like you were
And I
actually in it.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted a bit. I just wanted to help.
Had fun with it. You just want to keep going?
Okay, I'm glad I didn't overstep, Wrath. You can always tell me to shut up,
No,
and I'm
Just
ready.
chilling. Ready? Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
So
So you guys are stepping out of Hobbs Lodge. Once again, it's raining. The town looks like a ghost town. Not quite how Torvekek saw it a second ago. You guys don't see the ghostly buildings, so it's nuts, but it's just a ghost town. You don't really see anyone out and about. Rain comes down. There's mud. There's still a ton of sticks and twigs and stuff all over the front of Hobbs Lodge. Maybe I think it's about midday, give or take, maybe. Cloud coverage makes it hard to tell.
there any nice rocks? Like hand size to put in mouth?
Yes, you do see one.
Okay.
It is. You see.
Do you want me to roll awareness?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna need an awareness check.
No, Grunkle's good at that. 82 out of 45.
Okay. You only see one, but it's currently gripped in a couple of branches, laying on the ground.
Okay. Could I use my athletics to try and break the branches off so I can get my treasure?
You
of
could
food?
easily. You see right around over here somewhere. What
Hold on.
looks to be
Where?
the right around over here somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
Here. You see what looks to be an arm of a blight, gripping a perfect little like skipping stone.
Oh fuck. Oh, Grunkle's having bad flashbacks. Grunkle's gonna fall to his knees and have a moment of just darkness over there.
Hmm.
He's not gonna snap this arm off, but he's gonna look back at. If Torvekek's still there after several moments, Grunkle's going to look back.
Yeah, what is Torvekek doing while Grunkle seems to be taking a knee in the mud?
A double knee.
Torvekek's marching
knee.
off towards the center of town or the shrine to Inebria, whichever's closer.
Just leaves. All right. Torvekek, I will take away your dead state. You're not no longer slain.
Sure, I still feel pretty dead.
That's fair.
Oh, should I have put myself at no injuries? That's what I did. I assumed I was
I took away your injuries.
up. Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't have any more injuries.
I meant my
Unfortunately.
damage threshold.
Should be a. I put
actually.
you at lightly wounded. Are you not lightly wounded?
I was at grievously wounded when I started.
Oh, I put both of you guys to lightly wounded, but I don't know if that affects your guys' character
Yeah,
sheets. So
It's at lightly wounded now.
Yep,
I
yep.
see it. There's a little splatter of blood in the corner.
Yep.
I wanted to make sure I wasn't overstepping there.
nope, you're
No,
right.
I'm still dead.
What? Oh, then you can put yourself to
yeah.
lightly wounded.
Got it. Do I go back up on unhindered for the peril?
Yeah, unhindered for peril.
And then do I still have? I still have broken ribs. I'm gonna delete that.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right. So Torvekek's heading off to the Adelson's shrine.
Yes, trying to find her, if at all possible.
Heading towards the shrine, you see the area looks kind of overgrown. Seems like no one's been taking care of it for maybe, give or take 2 weeks.
Okay, that's not good news at all. I'm going to head off towards the center of town, see if she's over that way.
Can you ping what you mean by center of town?
Or the where she's usually at. Is at the market or whatever?
She's usually either at her shrine, which I'm pinging now,
Okay.
or there's Hobbs Lodge.
You know, she's not either place, so...
Yeah.
Damn it. I guess I'll just wander around searching for her then.
Okay. You're heading off. Grunkle, you turn around. Torvekek is not there.
Then I'll look down at the arm. And, Grunkle will apologize. He'll say, I'm realizing now that I think I killed you, Mateo. I hope to set you free. I killed you. I know Gorthak's listening, but maybe you are too. You were, powered by some sort of chaos magic, and maybe your body, I don't know. Grunkle will put his hand on the blight hand. Like, you said it had a pebble clutched in the hand, so he'll put his hand, like, on top, like that. So he's touching the pebble with part of his palm, at least. And he'll say, I'm sorry that in my lack of control, I killed you. I wanted to save you. I wanted to save you.
Roll a charm check.
What?
What? Maybe Gorthak's getting convinced that Grunkle is a bitch.
Can I use a fortune point?
Sure.
75 out of
Okay.
45. Rerolling. 94 out of 45. Yeah. Pew, 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 pew.
You have 2 more fortune points.
I want to use one, can I?
Yes.
That Fred is the
Yeah,
person
go
who
ahead.
needs... You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I just clicked it. That didn't...
No, yeah, that's not how it goes. There you go. Reroll.
Sorry.
I was like, Oh, there you go.
12 out of 45. Charm.
As you're talking, the hand squeezes. And then as you finish, it releases and holds out the pebble.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not
want
pebble.
to-
It's a good-sized skipping stone.
I will take the stone with reverence, and I want to say... Grunkle will say, I take a pledge, Mateo, that I will not inflict harm upon your mother. If she is the mother, I will not harm her, and I will not let others harm her. I will make this right, I promise. I don't know how. Grunkle not a good berserker, or a good talker for that matter, but Grunkle will find a way to make this right for you, Mateo. And then I'll take the pebble.
The
hold
hand
it in
does
my
a
hand.
thumbs up. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's weird. Weird pop culture, Mateo.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Grunkle will take the pebble and hold it in his hand, not his mouth.
Okay.
And with, I guess, tears in his eyes. Well, okay, it's raining, yeah, but it's tears in his eyes. He will,
Uses 1 action point to cry.
yes. No, 2.
2
action
again.
points.
Okay.
And, clutching the stone in his hand, he'll, stand up, trying to think of a way he can engage on this oath that he has made. It's a tier oath, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
It's not as strong as a blood oath, but a tier oath in ogre culture is... It's hard to make an ogre cry. It's not a bitch like Grunkle. I'll turn and I'll try to find Torvekek.
Can I ask, just for reference sake, what did you do with the arm?
The what?
The arm?
Oh,
Take it with you.
did I pop it off? Or did
what?
I just?
There was
I
an
assumed I
arm.
grabbed the pebble.
There was an arm that you were holding, and it had the stone inside the hand.
Oh yeah, if I haven't broken it off, I assumed I didn't.
Broken what off?
The arm off of like a.
It's just an arm.
Like I picked up
It's
an
just
arm.
laying there.
Yeah.
There's nothing to break it off of.
Yeah. You have an.
Oh, I
a
thought the
blight
arm was like
arms.
stuck in the mud and it was holding that.
No.
Oh. I'll
You're holding an arm and a stone.
I'll put the arm in my barrel.
Oh, okay. Add it to your character sheet. You have a blight arm in your barrel. And skipping stone. Mateo's skipping stone, maybe.
Yeah, I'll call it Mateo's stone. And I'm going to try and find Rekik after this.
Which direction do you head? Northeast, southwest?
South a little bit to explore that, and well, no, west generally.
Okay. Torvekek, you said you wanted to head out to go search for Addislan. Which way do you head? Northeast, southwest?
There's not much to the south, so I'll head north and check first.
Okay.
See if she's down by the river or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who would be where. Okay. Okay. Who is left in town? See. There. You be there. And you be down there. Okay. So at that point then, we'll go to Torvekek. You're heading north. As you get kind of heading up towards the river, you get to right up around there. And you hear music coming from the burned down market.
And then that way I'll go.
I think who else is in fucking town? Okay. Heading towards the market. You see, sat on some old ruined stones, under the cover of just like the broken remains of a building so that he's not getting rained on. You see Alexios and Isabella. Alexios is playing music on the violin, and Isabella's kind of sitting next to him, kind of humming and under her breath, maybe singing. No, maybe just humming.
My axe is on my back.
Okay.
So
Your axe is on
it's
both
not
of your
stone-
backs.
Oh, okay. So the ghost thing is following me?
Yeah.
Alright, this is
Kind
gonna
of,
be
you guys are
annoying.
like walking side by side.
This is gonna be annoying, isn't it?
Until he kills an enemy for you.
Yeah, I'm about to say until I figure out he's corporeal and he can actually kill shit.
He's like, oh yeah, I also have that ability to get a bonus parry action.
My shield also works. I'm gonna walk up to Alexios.
And he kind of stops and then starts again. And he goes, and then he stops and he's like, "Oh hey!" It's like a double take. It's like, "Oh hey, what?" It stops and they're both staring at you. And he goes, Torvekek, aren't you dead?"
Well, did we ever tell you what I told Grunkle would happen if
You
the
very
first time
much
I
look
met
like
him?
a dead man. Like you're
Yeah.
like you look like you'd be like brains, like, but he's just looking at you like
Did we ever tell you what I told Grunkle when I first met him?
I see what you did there. He's like, no, Not that I remember.
I told him that if he got me killed, I was going to hunt him.
You're not here to haunt me, are you?
No,
I had no part in your death, friend.
I know. I'm not here to hunt you.
Good. You're back?
Kind of. I feel I still look like death warmed over, but I'm walking around and talking. So there's that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. I showed up in this town, and then I was directed into a building, walked into a building, door closed behind me, it was room, only had mirror in center, had to move mirrors so me and my mirror buddy could open each other's doors and leave house. And now I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense.
You see, he's just pulled out, he, like, set his violin down, pulled out a notebook, and is just, like, scratching down stuff, and he's like, I see. And what do you plan to do now that you're not dead?
Mostly, go kill the asshats who killed me.
The Blights.
More the thing that created the Blights. You know, the corruption stuff that everyone's been talking about. I'm going to go find where it's come from and kill it.
I see. Yeah, no one's really talked about that in, like, a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Addison so I can maybe get drink.
No one's
And
seen
we
her
can-
since the battle. I thought she was taken.
If Torvekek had any blood left in him, his face would be flaming red.
Yeah, he's like, no one's seen her since the battle. A lot of people were, lost. Some we found, and we were able to put to rest in the cemetery. I didn't see hers among them.
He just takes in a deep breath. Who all is left?
Of our friends, Bjorn has been beside himself trying to figure out how to awaken Grunkle. I'm sure you saw Grunkle's been in a coma, I believe is what they called it.
Grunkle is awake, suddenly.
Grunkle's awake!
Yes.
And no one came to fetch us!
He just woke up.
Huh.
At the same time I did, if I'm not mistaken.
That's weird.
Preaching to the choir.
Who else? Some of the Lost Sons are still around, but they seem to have holed themselves up in their camp. Frankie and Hopkins are still... They seem to have poured themselves into their work after the loss of some of their friends. They've got a good fishery going down there. Some great salted fish. Definitely worth a taste, at least. The Miners Guild has been renamed to Clan Carver, and I think Kent and Harlem took over that operation.
What do you mean took over?
Mr. Carver died to a vine blight during the attack.
One less ass I have to kick then.
Oh. I see.
He wouldn't help me build walls, so I had to go do something else. So there is no wall.
That is true, yeah. Next time we get attacked, I would prefer a wall. Just
I would have
for future
preferred wall
reference.
too, but I am only one dwarf. How am I going to build it myself? This town is fucking huge.
This town is tiny. That's really funny, but
Okay. For one dwarf,
no, I know.
build
Just
a
in
wall.
reference, this town is tiny.
In surface area, it's actually quite big. It's just spread the hell out.
Yeah, most of this is ruins. um, besides that, Valerie's still runs the antiquarian. I think that's all of our friends that still remain.
What about the little ones?
Oh, Adarag and Nimue.
Yes, I didn't really see them before I died.
They were seen after the battle, but I guess they left town following it. After you and Grunkle were both, lost. Was. Bunch of others, Addison, Granny Evelyn, Griff, might have been too much for him.
Evelyn's dead. I think.
Yeah, Granny Evelyn, yeah. She was killed by some of the Blights that broke into Hobbs Lodge.
What about Griff? I saw him before this all kicked off.
They found Griff's body below Hobbs Lodge. He was holding back some secret door. Seems that the way the little ones explained it to me, there was a bunch of blue arms trying to get out of, or blue people trying to get out of this door. He was holding the door, and they were stabbing at him and stabbing at him around the door. He died holding that door, and he's now buried in the cemetery.
Oh, there goes that plan. What?
I'm just looking at Pickle, sorry.
Right, where's the Lost Sons?
They're camped down at the beach.
Alright, I'll head that way then.
Fair enough. You said Grunkle's awake.
Yes, I left him trying to talk to a dismembered arm.
I see. I might come find you over at the Lost Sons camp after I go see what the hell that's about.
Yes, he was talking to a Blight arm for some reason.
Maybe your guys' stories aren't as concluded as I originally thought. He's gonna hop off and kind of pocket his violin under his cloak. And he'll kind of nod to you and to Isabella, who hops up to follow him. They're gonna start heading south. You want to head west towards the Lost Sons, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay.
Take care, you two.
You as well, my friend, and welcome back.
I'm glad to be back, but remember something for me?
I usually do.
There's always a serpent in the garden, yes?
Is that like a sexual thing? Torvekek, I'm not interested.
No. Just remember it for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Oh, of course.
Take care, Lexios.
You as well. And he kind of looks to Isabella and does like a "he's crazy" symbol as they head south. He might have lost it. Grunkle.
It's more. It's
go ahead.
more of now. Sorry, can.
No, go ahead.
It's more of now that that means a lot more to him now than it did before. Just that stuff can come out and bite you when everything looks like you have time to do stuff or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hell, yeah.
Grunkle.
So now I'm gonna have him like embrace that phrase now. Sorry.
No, you're good. What are you up to, bud?
Oh, Grunkle.
Yes, I said it like 3 times. I didn't want to say it again.
Yeah. I just want to make sure
Yep.
you meant me. So Grunkle will, having taken the pebble in one hand, his sword in the other hand, the blade arm in his beer keg.
Mhm.
He'll, his stomach will grumble, and he'll march towards the beach area where he remembers the fishermen were at.
Okay. Yeah.
To eat the raw fish.
Go ahead and bring yourself over.
And if I can do along the way, because I have an ability, I believe it's called something like Crazy Stomach or
Iron Stomach?
Cast Iron Stomach. I'm just gonna like get a handful of mud or something from the side of the road, or some branches or something. Maybe it'll be like a handful of mud to like give my stomach some fullness, and then some branches to like give me something to crunch on and eat. You know, good fiber. And then I'm gonna make my way down to the beach, hoping that the fishy boys will have some raw fish for me to just shovel down.
Okay.
I'm an ogre. I don't mean to.
You head to their house. You see a little cradle of moonlit moss hanging outside their house. Their little beach shack, kind of built on the hill overlooking the actual beach. And then the pier out from their the main fishing wharf. You see out at the end, one guy throwing a net and reeling it in, and another guy kicked back. What do you do?
I want to approach the bigger fella, Frankie.
They're both big, but all right.
Yeah, well, Frankie is the one who speaks English.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'll make my way over there, but I want to make my presence known. I don't want to surprise him.
Yeah.
And after all, I've left kind of a trail with my
Absolutely.
the mud I did and the branches. So I've been making some noise. But I approach them and
As you head down the wharf, they both kind of stop, turn, and they're both just staring at you as you walk up to them.
And I'll like wave to them, and I'll be like, "Hello, Frankie and Hopkins."
Hopkins, yes. You hear in response, hey, man, and
Yeah, well, he said, but also, how has I'm gonna be like making my way forward from
yeah.
and they're probably like to hear like how has the fishing been going? Grunkle very hungry.
It's not good. Aren't you dead? You see Frankie takes a step backwards, kind of looking behind. The wharf's not very long. They're like at the end of it.
Grunkle's still here.
What?
He just has to move his camera back.
He goes, what do you mean you're very hungry?
Well, Grunkle think he's been asleep for 3 to 4 months, and he feel like that's the hunger level.
Hopkins kind of grabs the fish and tosses it down, like, toward the dock. They're both looking at you like, please don't eat me.
Oh, no. Grunkle had snack on the way here. Just hoping that maybe you have some fish that he could eat.
Just fish? Just fish, right, man?
Well,
Buddy?
yeah, because, I mean, Grunkle's gonna gesture at, like, the sand.
Did you
Like,
see
Grunkle
a guy that everyone thought was dead is now walking up to them being like, I'm hungry! And they're like,
yeah. But Grunkle will gesture at, like, the beach down to the south and then to the north, and he'll be like, Grunkle already had fistful of mud on the way here. Grunkle not want sand. Grunkle was hoping you had raw fish. Because Grunkle not think you cook fish on the pier? That seems irresponsible.
Yeah, no, we don't cook it out here, but I do have some salted fish at the house. You just want it raw?
Well, Grunkle will pay for good salted fish. Grunkle desperate, so he didn't think you had raw salted fish on hand. Grunkle will pay for any fish.
Yeah, people don't really cook for us anymore, so we just kind of survive on what we got, you know?
Oh. So if Grunkle eat your food, you do not survive?
No, we'll be fine. Yeah, there's not really any fish anymore since the monster, but you know, we're still doing all right. We've got some if you want it. honestly, I'll be happy to share if you're good. I'm really happy to see you.
Since the
I thought you were
monster-
dead.
Tell me, I'm fucking live. Tell me about the monster.
Yeah. Like I don't know, like a month ago or something. We asked for help. You guys told us to stay still, and then never came back.
Yeah, I remember that clearly. The monster in the lake.
They both turn and look at the water and look back at you. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It got
Things-
bigger.
Things get a little bit difficult, I guess, sometimes when there's monsters in the lake, monsters in the woods, monsters in the ground.
Yeah, the little guy, Adarak and Nimwort. We went and hunted the thing down, but they just got one of its scales. We couldn't catch it though.
The scales that were healing.
Maybe. I think they took it with them.
Yeah, they said that when they pressed it to things, they could heal wounds.
Yeah, they did that to Hopkins. He wasn't feeling very good. And then they poured the scale on him, and then he was not dead. That's good. But yeah, I think they took it with them.
You know, Frankie,
Yeah, Grunkle.
we haven't had a lot of time to hang out and be friends and
That's
enjoy
true.
enjoy the art of fishing and netting as you two do. But
It's really it's honestly kind of peaceful after everything that went down.
Grunkle think the same would be true, but I wish I could stay with you here longer, but Grunkle need to solve these problems. I appreciate you. I appreciate both of you. Frankie, Hopkins, both of you.
Fucking yeah,
I
what problems?
Isn't there a Blight army outside the town we must lay waste to?
No. No, they all seem to go away.
Why?
I don't really know.
That's a problem! Grunkle will like suddenly like spasm, his sword and his stone in hand, just like ah! You can't see me, but I'm like waving my arms around a little bit.
Frankie takes another step back, like end of the pier. He's like,
Sorry,
I'm
I've
sorry.
been eating mud. Mud gets me amped up for some reason. It's bullshit.
Like, after the fires and the big fight outside Hobbs Lodge you guys did, we came along afterwards. We saw it. There was a lot of death there.
Grunkle could not save everybody, but Grunkle try. With this sword, Grunkle will like heft his two-handed sword forward a little bit with one hand, and then put it back on his shoulder.
Yeah,
This
we were gonna bury. Oh, I don't know if you know. You know, Torvekek died. We
No,
were
he's
gonna
back
bury
up.
him. What?
Yeah, so No.
What do you mean?
Look, Grunkle not good at many things in life, but he apparently has made good friends with some spirits or some fairies of some kind. Grunkle and Torvekek are back up and ready to destroy.
That's wonderfully terrifying.
Hey, Frankie, Hopkins, Torvekek loves both of you, and you are part of the reason why we're going to defend this town to our deaths.
We kind of look at each other and then look back and be like, I don't think he's ever really talked to us.
Yeah, no, Adarak and Nimwort tell us stories. You guys are fucking awesome.
Oh. Well, that's really nice of them. We like them too.
Sorry. Fucking is a or ogre term for great.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that one. Fucking. Well, you're fucking too.
Thanks. Grunkle's gonna like with
Atarak
the-
and Nimrod are gonna come back around and be like, "Hey, you guys are fucking." What?
with the stone of Mateo in the hand, he's gonna do like a finger guns at them, like just a point of like and a wink of yeah, we're gonna take care of this, but I need to go and handle the problems going forward. I need to go find Torvekek again.
You lost?
You guys keep fishing.
Oh, okay. Did you not want any fish then?
Oh, I didn't want to make it so you starve. If you have excess, we'll take some fish. Or
No.
we'll eat mud.
As he walks back, he'll walk back to the hut and get you some salted fish. I don't have my dice on me, so we're gonna roll. He gives you
Hell yeah.
2 days ration, 2 meals ration of salted fish. As he does that, oh, drag, zoom back in. Wait for it. You see a Torvekek heading down the hill towards the Lost Sons camp.
I want to put 1 day's ration of those beautiful salted fish in my mouth and say, this is me trying to like say thank you with my mouth full.
Alright, it's fucking Grunkle.
Yeah, you know it. And he'll run down with the other fish towards Torvekek, who I think is starving as well.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
Absolutely, boss dog.
Thanks, bud.
That's something I'm trained in, and that's why I call you boss dog when I roll it. Brawn. Brawn is my best attribute.
My man.
Fuck me.
Hey.
Oh, 51 out of 59.
Yeah,
I actually
that'll work.
was calling a failure.
You're able to catch up to Torvekek before he gets down into the camp. Oh my, get off him. There you go.
I don't want to do it in a way that's intimidating. I'm hoping to like slide down the hill. Like I'm not going to superhero pound.
You
towards
just
him.
leap
I wanna...
from this cliff, just roar! No, you run up behind him. Torvekek, you're very clearly able to see Grunkle do behind you. He's gaining on you fast.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Grunkle catches up to him.
That's me, like the mud, like spraying everywhere.
I'm still walking.
Torvekek,
What?
it's great to finally be back with you again. Got some salted fish. Grunkle is very hungry. You're very hungry too. You've been asleep like me from a cerebral contusion.
No, I was not asleep, Grunkle. I was dead.
You were asleep. Grunkle, know the truth. Have some salted fish. Grunkle has like a handful of salted fish holding out towards you.
Torvekek just stares at him. I was dead.
Yeah, well, Dad has to, like...
You do
give
not
his
have
uncle-
bodily functions while you're dead, Grunkle. I am not hungry.
No shit.
Actually, my stomach feels kind of set from 2 weeks of food sitting in it, but that's a story for another time. Hopefully
Oh.
never.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go talk to these people, so hopefully they will defend town while we go and kill corruption thing.
Yeah, Lost Sons. They did a good job for us while we were fighting. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
When Grunkle walked over past the inn, Hobbs Lodge, he heard sounds of them fighting against our enemy. They held the battle for us.
Okay.
Adarag also tell me they'll hold the battle for us. So go not like Oracle or Soothsayer.
Okay.
We must approach them, I guess, with honor and respect.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. Grunkle's gonna put some of Torvekek's fish in his mouth. Since Torvekek
In his mouth?
Yeah, well, Grunkle's gonna.
Oh, in Grunkle's mouth, not in Torvekek's mouth.
Yeah, no. Like, since Torvekek's not gonna eat that meal, Grunkle is probably 2 weeks of hungry.
Yeah.
And so he's just gonna eat the second meal, presumably with no difficulty.
Okay.
All that salted fish, big tummy full. Let's go talk to the Lost Sons.
Okay.
That wasn't out loud. That was in Grunkle's mind.
Okay.
So you guys head towards the Lost Sons camp?
Yep.
Yeah, I presume, like, Grunkle's joining Torvekek wherever he's going, and we're going down to the Lost Sons.
Okay.
I'm presuming. Still. I don't like that there's a shadow Torvekek on the map, too. that...
Yeah, it's just his shadow.
Can I ask, as a player, how has Shadow Torvekek been responding to Grunkle's?
It just looks like a shadow on the ground. You could roll awareness to see if there's been any variation.
Like, because I'm curious if Shadow Torvekek is less approving of Grunkle.
Let's see.
From me or from
You,
Torvekek?
awareness.
To
To see if you've seen anything.
Oh, if Grunkle has seen anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I was asking as a player about Torvekek, but
I'm
yeah,
not telling you. The shadow has reacted the same as Torvekek. Do you think?
Wait, does
I mean,
Grunkle
shadows...
see the shadow?
Yeah, it's a shadow on the ground, like everyone has a shadow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't see it full form like Torvekek can. You
Yeah,
just see
yeah.
a normal shadow.
Torvekek, you see you standing next to you.
Yeah.
And like it would like kind of reached out for the fish, and then didn't. You said no, and it's like, oh.
That's what I was curious about.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys enter the camp. You see it's a bunch of spikes kind of sticking out of the ground. It's very much more fortified now. It's got basically no entrance. It's got, well, where the entrance is, it's got the spiked walls is kind of pulled up and can be lowered. It's kind of all pulled up right now. You see a couple people moving around the camp. And then you see one, Grunkle, you recognize, Wilhelm, standing on the other side of the fence. He's got a bow kind of down at his side. He's just watching you two approach.
Does Torvekek greet first, or do I?
I guess I will. Hello! In the camp!
What do you want?
To talk.
What about?
Oh, I don't know. The giantess battle we had 2 weeks ago.
Good talk.
Really?
Tell them that, like, because we want to solve the problem and we want to see if they can protect the town.
I don't think they're interested in solving any problems the way they're talking. Would I be correct, Mr. Yell at the wall, yell down at people away from the wall?
He's standing on the same level as you on the sand.
Oh, yeah.
There's just it's just spikes. It's not like an actual wall.
He's still taller than
Yeah.
Torvekek.
Well, true.
Yeah.
He's like, are you right about what?
Can we come in and talk, or is it not a good thing, huh?
I can hear you from there.
Yeah, you haven't really given them a reason to let us in yet.
Why don't you try then, Grunkle, huh?
Well, because they think we died. Hey,
I
Fred,
did die!
yeah, Fred, you think we died, but we actually didn't.
I did!
I've sparred with you. How the fuck did you not die?
I got hit in the head by a dragon. I didn't prepare for this. You didn't train me to be hit in the head
By a dragon.
Dodge?
No. Actually, in the Rockar Legion, we go all out. Berserker class.
Or in this case, all in. Into the mouth, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got bit in the head, but yeah, you know what happened? You know what happened because of you? I got back up again.
We all heard
I
you
got
died.
back up every time I got knocked down. I got bit in the head by a dragon, but you know what I did? I got back up. Hey, Torvekek, tell him.
Right.
I
You
chopped
talk a
up
lot.
legions of blights.
So neither of you are
He's
dead.
been talking non-stop since he woke up.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you.
I appreciate it. Okay. So basically, we're going to try and kill corruption thing, but we don't want to leave town undefended in case Blights come back. Are you planning on sticking around for a while?
To my knowledge, all orders are to stand here. So, we stay here.
Alright, good enough for me. Good talk.
Great talk.
Torvekek turns around and starts walking away.
Bye, friends.
Ciao! Man, I'm,
Grunkle is
like,
not
full
walking
of
away,
ref-
though.
I am full of references today, and I don't know why.
What did Pickle say?
Grunkle doesn't turn and walk away.
Okay. Torvekek, walk away.
Yep.
What about Grunkle?
Grunkle will stay there and look back at Wilhelm.
He looks at you.
I greatly appreciate what you did for me.
What'd I do for you?
You taught me humility, I suppose. Or you taught it in a way that made sense to me. You helped me raise weapons against things that were dangerous to this town.
I mean, I beat the shit out of you and told you to grab your damn sword with 2 hands. I don't...
With 2 hands. That was the thing.
Torvekek's still walking away. He's been also very philosophical since he woke up.
Hey, I didn't teach him that.
Grunkle always think 1 weapon per hand. They always tell me, if you can't hold claymore with 1 hand, why be bitch ogre? And Grunkle not bitch, Grunkle.
Big sword even for you.
Yeah, and you taught me 2 hand. Just grab it with both hand. Both meaning 2. Anyways,
Right, yeah.
Grunkle, really appreciate you.
No one else wanted to do it, and I got to be the one who kicked the crap out of an ogre. It was kind of my pleasure.
Does that bring you like reputation in bar? Beating up ogre?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's what I thought. I let Halfling win arm wrestling contest in the town festival because I thought it would be funny. Halfling beat ogre in arm wrestling.
So me, the halfling, the dragon. Kind of get your ass kicked a lot, don't you?
Yeah, but one of those was on purpose for humor. The other 2 were humility, and now Grunkle feeling bad for bringing them up. But I take these lessons of failure with me as luggage to succeed. Myself, the dwarf, Torvekek, and
What?
Like halfway up
doesn't respond to the dwarf.
How-
So I'm just gonna call him.
He's like
the
halfway
dwarf.
up the hill. What?
And the strange figure we saved from the swamp, Wilfer. We intend to protect this town.
Oh, Torvekek, Alexios is looking for you.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you just say,
Sorry,
oh,
Grunkle
wait,
doesn't-
hang on. Did you just say, oh, Torvekek, Alexios is looking for you?
No, I said, oh, Grunkle.
I think you did say.
I think you did
No,
say
no,
Otur.
I thought I heard
No.
that too.
No.
I'm gonna go back and watch the shadow goes, oh, okay, and walks.
If I need to roll guile or charm, do tell me. But I do say we intend to protect this town, and I hope that you are able to do what my comrade the dwarf has told you is desirable. Please protect this town, please.
I thought you guys were protecting it.
We are likely going out of town to destroy the source of the Blights, and I believe that will make life easier for you, the Lost Sons.
Yeah, I can't say that wouldn't be a good thing. So yeah, I'd say so.
Thank you, Wilhelm. I know you see me as little, as a pup, or something not worthwhile, but
Up.
Oh yeah, sorry. I appreciate you honoring my request here. I want to protect this town.
Gorthak, the unyielding. Grunkle, the pup.
I'm gonna get a better title eventually. Yeah, Grunkle will just be like
undead.
Yeah. So you're saying you
Like
want us to protect the town, and while you guys leave?
In our wake, our brief wake, we will destroy the enemy as best we can. And if we can bring treasures back for you, I promise you, the Wilhelm of the Lost Sons, that I will bring treasures back if there are any to you. I, Grunkle. Grunkle put his hand like on his chest. I, Grunkle.
Are you still holding the stone?
Yeah, it's the hand with the stone that I'm putting on my chest.
Okay.
Pressing the stone against his raw flesh, I guess. I promise you an oath that I will bring any treasure back to pay you and your kin here, gesturing with his sword arm, your kin here, for protecting this town.
And what if you don't come back? What if we spend all this time and energy protecting the town and you don't return?
Then you will have protected innocence. And in the afterlife, and the great darkness that
And they pay us?
will...
The innocents will pay us.
Well, no. But believe me, in the afterlife, if you do this,
Yeah.
the darkness will be comforting, peaceful.
Oh, is that so?
The afterlife was not peaceful, it was annoying.
Shut up, Torvekek, you're on the hill.
Now yells from the top of the hill.
If you have a clear heart, and you know that you've done the right thing in life, then the gods and goddesses will bless you with a good afterlife.
You know I'm a convicted mass murderer, right?
I don't actually have police database access. No.
Oh right, yeah. I'll just protect the town so that darkness feels good. Yeah, that sounds right.
Does he actually say that to Grunkle though?
Yeah, complete sarcasm.
Grunkle will say,
they're mercenaries. They work for money.
then Wilhelm, perhaps doing something good could help resolve you of some of the sin in your life. Would you like me to roll guile or
Are you trying to deceive him or convince him?
Well, guile does say like an underhanded, like psychological warfare to convince. But
I can see it.
I want to convince him in whatever way is going to work. So if you believe
You just got guile,
charm,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, so let's go guile. Let's put your new skill to use.
They're both fellowship.
Yeah.
I want to use dishonest means to convince him that he is of my.
Yeah, I
line
feel
of
like charm would almost be like, "Hey, I'll pay you," you know. But you're like, I'm gonna back-ass this shit.
Fuck me.
You've
Can
got
I
one
use
fortune
the
point.
last- Yeah.
We're in the last minute of
Oh fuck me!
Game.
I clicked the die, or I clicked the coin.
Oh, there you go. Hey! And then within the last minute, we wrap up on that. He kind of looks at you, and he just nods. And you'll turn around and head after Torvekek's?
Yes.
Okay.
Both of them.
Yep, after the Torvekeks. And with that, we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed on YouTube. Sorry we didn't get to do this one live. I'm in a new situation, so I'm working on it, but we'll figure it out. If you did like the video, comment all the things, subscribe for more, and we will see you in the next one. Later, guys.
Adios.
I love you.